Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your zodiacal reading for December 2022. I bought this Britney Spears Oracle deck, and I drew you a card, and you got the lucky star. So let's see what it says about your card. This is the story of a girl named Lucky. In this music video from 2000, Britney plays both the narrator and a fabulous movie star named Lucky, who cries in her lonely heart when she's not winning awards and walking red carpets. While some of the song predicted much of Britney's relationship with fame, it's a timeless parable about how things are not always what they seem. The lucky star is a reminder to give yourself and others grace, because even the most glamorous and successful among us could be struggling behind the scenes. Okay? So just give yourself a break. Or, what it says there. Things aren't always what they seem. Let's get it started, Sagittarius. I invoke the EAO, that thou wilt send Haru, the great angel that is set over the operations of this secret wisdom, to lay his hands invisibly upon these sacred cards of art, that thereby we may obtain knowledge of hidden things, to the glory of thine ineffable name. Amen. Okay, Sagittarius, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, all my information is in the description box, so feel free to hit me up anytime. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving, and I hope you are having a good Sagittarius season. That being said, let's do it to it. This will be a Tree of Life reading, and we're using Thought Tarot. Curious to see what we have. All right, Spirit, what do we have for pure consciousness for Sagittarius in the month of December, please? Strength, Sagittarian energy, Moon in Sagittarius. Okay, wisdom, actions you can take, the Observer, Divine Feminine, please. Four of Wands, completion, Aries energy. Binah, understanding, things you need to understand, also the Observed, and ruled by Saturn, please. Seven of Discs, failure, Taurian energy. Excuse me. Now we cross the abyss. What you need to be grateful for, the subjective experience. Ruled by Jupiter, please. All right, Nine of Discs, gain, Virgo energy. All right, severity, challenges you may face, the objective world, ruled by Mars, please. The Princess of Wands, the earthy part of fire. Okay, Tiferet, beauty, the Philosopher's Stone, and your advice from Spirit, which is also ruled by the Sun, please. Four of Discs, power, the Sun in Capricorn, excuse me. Okay, up next are your thoughts and emotions. Your victory, ruled by Venus, please. Oh, Empress. Up next are your methods or means, the way and how, or the how and the way, and is ruled by Neptune. No, excuse me, Mercury. Please. The Ace of Swords, root of the power of air. Okay, up next is your foundation, your personal subconscious beliefs, Christ consciousness, inner child, and is ruled by the moon, please. Two of Swords, peace, Libra energy, the moon in Libra. Up next is your overall energy, your overall outcome. Malkuth, the kingdom, your embodiment, and is ruled by the earth. Please. Okay. The star, Aquarian energy. Okay, thank you, Spirit. And thank you, Sagittarius, for being here. Let's get right into it. At the head of the tree, in pure consciousness, you have the Strength card. Alright, this is your card. This is your card in the moon. Alright, so we have the sun reflecting light upon this arrow here. Your symbol is the arrow or something else, but it's usually the arrow, right? We have all these arrows here. And beautiful drawing here. We have these moons as weapons. And yeah, so we get the light from the moon is reflected from the sun, right? And that's where we get the strength here. This is you in the moon, as I said. And this is kind of the strength that comes when you're really tired, when you have no strength left. Where does it come from? Don't know, right? Like they used to not know where the light from the moon came from until they did know. It's like in all the Rocky movies, right? When Rocky's knocked down and he's tired and he thinks of something and it's some sparks and he starts to get up, Rock, get up, and he starts to get up, right? That's this kind of strength, right? It's kind of a inner strength, spiritual strength. And Rider-Waite-Smith, it's the wounded warrior, right? The guy who's very tired, but he's ready for more. Bring it on, kind of energy. So for you, Sagittarius, I'd say this is your season. Maybe you're feeling your energy very much so in this month. But you want more almost, I feel. You want more. You have a lot going on. A lot on your plate, I would say. I did say. But you know that there's more. And you want more to come to you. Like I said, almost like you're saying, bring it on, like the wounded warrior would say. But yeah, this is it, strength. In your pure consciousness, whatever you're dealing with, you seem to be able to handle it okay. And if anything, you would like more of a challenge. Very interesting. Okay. Up next, wisdom. Actions you can take. We have the Four of Wands. Aries energy. It is Venus in Aries, I believe. It is called completion. And this kind of energy is an energy of like, okay, we did it. We set out to do something, right, with the Ace of Wands. Then we had the Two of Wands, right? And then we had to be strong, and then we had to be patient with the Three of Wands. And the patience has paid off to completion with the Four of Wands, all right? Now we have 4 different wands here, and we have the bird, Isis, and then the god Horus, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but that's the kind of, those are 2 gods, and it doesn't matter. In the back here we have the flames, again, fire energy, and this is well dignified, so whatever you did to complete, whatever it is that has come to fruition for you, first of all, congratulations, good job. Maybe you were working on a project, like a book, and you just had your book published. Maybe you just gave birth to a child. That was a weird gesture. Maybe you went to Italy and you've always wanted to see Italy, and now you're in Italy. Yay, you did it. And you're there. If you are in Italy, if you did give the child, if the book is out there, this card is just kind of saying, just kind of bask in that energy, right? Just kind of be grateful for it. Kind of don't take it for granted. This card also symbolizes kind of just being happy to be alive. So that being said, yeah, just be happy about it. Whatever's coming to an end, also perhaps, could be sad. I don't know, I just did that gesture. It's a little, but also be grateful that it's finished, right? And you can start something anew. All right? Okay. Right, up next, failure. It's a tough one. It's an ugly looking card, isn't it? I think it's supposed to. Okay. So here, it's supposed to look like vegetation, right? but vegetation that you never really watered, you never gave it sunlight, and so it just kind of, nothing happens, right? This card is called the Lord of Failure or Not Success, or something like that. Something more depressing sounding than that. And this is coming up under Saturn, things you need to understand. So it's weird, you have the completion here, and then boom, failure. So maybe in order to do one thing, something else had to not flourish, right? You got to take a college class, and then your relationships with your friends just kind of withered away, and now you have nobody. That's a bleak picture of it, but it's one possibility. Could be the reason why you need to be strong, or you're feeling like you need to be strong, or you want more challenges. But yeah, anytime in life we make one choice, we also choose not a whole bunch of other things, right? Like when I was a kid, I would read comic books, but I didn't read real books, right? Now I read real books, but now there's not really much time for comic books, which, you know, it happens. But yeah, this is kind of just like something's not worked out. It could also be, it could also symbolize overworking. You've done too much, and now there's not enough energy or room left to do anything else, really. All right. So there's some kind of failure in your life that you need to come to terms with. Saturn's all about death and limitations and discipline. So something's just not working out, and Spirit here would like you to just kind of see it, accept it, and move on from it. All right, the dignities they're fine, and we move on. Right, move on to the abyss, where we have boom, 9 of discs, gain, Virgo energy. Might be Mercury in Virgo, but don't quote me on that. Yeah, Virgos are all about service, doing hard work, right? And again, this is things you need to be grateful for. Also, your subjective experience. So yeah, this is kind of doing hard work by yourself and having it pay off. All right, we have all these coins here, and they symbolize making money, making something that brings you material happiness. Not that you're a materialistic sign, Sagittarius. I just got my notes over here. It's not pretty. So. But yeah, whatever you're doing, whatever you're working on, perhaps with that completion, it's paying off, right? It's also a card of independence, a card of making it on your own, not needing anybody else. Not to say that you don't want anybody else, but at this current stage, you don't really need anybody else. That's not to say that your work is done either. Just to be grateful that you're in a position where you're running on your own steam, so to speak. All right? Which can be scary, but also pretty cool. All right. Challenges. Princess of Wands. That's funny, because you have gain here to be grateful for, and then you have the Princess of Wands, and this is also well dignified. How about that? All right. The earthy part of fire. Scratching his head. Okay, so the Princess of Wands, she is... All right, you have the Knight of Wands, right, wrapped in that. You have the Queen of Wands wrapped in that. You have the Prince of Wands wrapped in that. You have the Princess of Wands. Right? So she is the purest expression of the energy, but also the kind of, I almost want to say least powerful, but also the most powerful, because she doesn't really know what she's doing with it, right? She's got this tiger here, and she's just going off, right? She's doing her thing. This could be like a pop princess, right? Like our girl Lucky here, right? She's doing her thing. Not really sure what the consequences of her actions are, or his actions, right? There are guy princesses out there, of course. And we have the tiger here from the Fool card, which kind of signifies danger in that card, and she could care less, right? Hey, it's kind of like that scene in Avengers when Hulk just grabs Loki and is just throwing him everywhere, right? I don't know, it just came to my mind when I saw that here. So yeah, Princess of Wands has to deal with following your inner fire, your spirits, your ambitions, but also being able to feed yourself, not being dependent on anybody else. So you have strength here in your pure consciousness, something's coming to an end, you have some kind of failure here, but you are making gains, and you've got the Princess as your challenge. And the objective world. So maybe you're working hard, but it's kind of lonely, and you wish you had some help. Or maybe it isn't what you thought it was going to be, right? Maybe you wrote that book and it came out and that was it, and you didn't really feel anything about it. I mean, you thought you were going to feel something about it. Maybe you held on to certain expectations about something and it's not working out. And you can't really roll with that. Something like that. Could be a relationship, could be a job, could be something. I mean, it could be anything where you had certain expectations that are you're doing something that is paying off, right? Be grateful, it is paying off. But with expectations comes, attachments and stuff like that. So maybe it's kind of hard to roll with it, to enjoy it, to let it propel you into the future. Or maybe not, maybe you're just killing it. But I would say the latter is probably more. So I'm picking up intuitively here. Sagittarius. All right. Tiferet, your advice from Spirit is the Four of Discs, power. Elementally speaking, it's not too well dignified, but let's move past it, okay? Four of Discs is power, the Sun in Capricorn, and this is the kind of power, it's not like strength, it's kind of the power to help other people, right? To be privileged in a sense, right? So we have like a house here with a moat, and it's like it's high up there, the view, right? So this is like if you belong to a club, this is that club. If you like going to a movie, and going to the movies gets you out of your head and stuff like that. This could be a movie theater. So I feel like the advice from Spirit is if things aren't working out spiritually for you, that Princess of Wands, stick to what it is, at least for the time being, that brings you a sense of control over your life, a sense of where you're going, a sense of peace, privilege almost. It's like, okay, this didn't work out, I have this failure here, this came to completion, but I still have strength left. Maybe I'll exercise that with power, right? I'll go to my house in the country, right? Maybe that's what this is for you. Yeah, but some certain power here that you have, I'm getting here intuitively that Spirit wants you to enjoy it, but also maybe share it with other people. Maybe could be a way to help you as well, helping others. Okay, let's continue. Excuse me. Sorry. Your thoughts and emotions are represented by the Empress. And the Empress, well, she's mom, right? She's a mothering energy. She's nurturing energy, right? We have the moon here, right? And she's under Venus, and she is Venus energy. So that's pretty cool. Okay, all right. See, we have this goose here, and she has all these little babies pecking at her, right? And some books I've read said that she's kind of bleeding, right? But she's feeding them anyway. So this is mothering energy. This is taking care of, I feel intuitively, taking care of yourself. As you would take care of your child. If you don't have a child, pretend that you are your own child. That's the Empress. That's what she's about, right? She's looking after you. You are looking after yourself. And it's coming up under your thoughts and emotions, so I feel like you are feeling like, okay, I need to take care of myself. I need to do me. I need to take care of myself. I need not necessarily look out for number one, but it's like, okay, something here is not working out. I'm coming to that understanding. Something is over, but something's also working. But something's not setting me free. So I need to take care of myself, right? Especially if no one else is going to do it. And you can't take care of anybody else until you can take care of yourself. And vice versa. I don't think you can have anyone take care of you. That's another talk for another time. But the Empress is mom. She's a mothering kind of energy. And yeah, just kind of look after yourself, Sagittarius, this month. And watch out for, I want to say, quick fixes, right? Whatever those may be for you. So I feel like the Empress won't go for a quick fix, so she wouldn't have anything to do with it. Because quick fixes are like running from the cops, right? It'll help momentarily, but you know, it keeps coming, right? The cops keep coming. You can run, they keep coming. Why keep running? I don't think I explained that right, but I hope it made sense. All right, let's continue. Let's continue. Okay. Methods or means. Oh, check it out. Root of the air power. What? No. Wow, I messed that up. Root of the power of air. The Ace of Swords. Now this is like an aha moment. This is that light bulb in the back of your head. This is, oh, I see. That's how this could work out. I see. Okay. That's one idea. Right? It's an ace. So it's not anything really. Not yet. It's potential to be something. It's potential to be something great, right? So we have the moon here, right, on the sword, and it's up around this crown here, so it's like, oh, okay, I got it. I have one idea. This could change everything. I don't know what that idea for you is. Could be a great many things. You know what that is better than I do. Perhaps it's a trip. Perhaps it's another book, another kid. Probably not those things. Maybe a trip. It could be anything. It could be something very simple too. Alright? That's for you to know. All I'm here to do is explain to you that that's the way you go about doing things this month. Whatever this is to you, okay, I can do that. Do that. Take that ace and make it, it's funny, make it this, because this is the next card after the Ace of Swords. This is the Two of Swords. This is that ace coming into reality, right? This is the Avengers, right? An Endgame. Yeah, an Endgame. Well, Infinity War, right? They lose, right? And then an Endgame, right? Tony Stark's like, I know what we can do. We just fucking time travel. We just time travel. It's no big deal. But time travel, it'll all be good. And then we're like an audience. We're like, okay, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know. That sounds pretty silly. And then you have that moment in the end where it's like, oh, everyone's coming out. They fucking did it. Oh my God, they did it. Yes. They did it. Did it. Okay. Sorry, I'm excited here. And also, this is your path. Alright, I've been doing path work in the Hebrew letters, and on the tree, this is your path, Sagittarius, from here to here. Alright, use the power to find the peace. That is your path. Okay, so you take your advice from Spirit, your intuition, right? You use that Ace of Swords idea that you come up with, and then you come to this, which is in the back of your head. This is peace. Now this is our Two Swords coming through wisdom right here. This is an energy of focusing on one thing, right? Like in that movie City Slickers, Curly's talking about one thing. That one thing, you focus on that one thing. Everything else don't mean squat. That's not what he says, but you get what I'm saying. And I really feel like, I really feel like that one thing you need to focus on is you. And whatever brings you great pleasure or a good sense of, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Do that, right? And focus on you, the lucky star, right? Things may look good on the surface, right? With the completion here and the gain, right? What you need to, actions you can take, what you need to be grateful for, but things aren't always what they seem. In the back of your head, you're feeling like, okay, I need to do something. I'm not sure what it is yet, but once I do, I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna take care of myself, as a good mother should. She'll see to it that it's done. And you will find a sense of peace. Within your mind, at least. Alright? And this is also well dignified, so that's pretty cool. The universe wants, so if you do this, it's gonna pay off. Yeah. Alright. Let's continue. Overall energy, your embodiment, the star. Now the star is Aquarian energy. The star comes after the tower, and she's all about just making things better, right? This is the sky god Nuith, right? And she's washing the planet, right? And she's taking the old stuff out and pouring it out in the trash, right? She's making the world a better place. It's a beautiful card. She's the sky goddess, and she's just taking care of things, right? She's a little bit more active than the Empress, but they're kind of like the same, not the same energy, but very, very close, right? The Empress is more, this is more like preemptive, and this is more after something's happened energy. And this is ruled by the Earth, so this is everything. Every other card is an idea. So well, this is all it is, but every other card is, how do I explain this? Every other card is a story in itself that's connected. All right, I'll say this as basically as I can. This is the only card that kind of matters, because this is what all these cards are going to add up to. This is the story, all right? This is what's actually this is what you're actually doing, right? This is like the front page of the newspaper, and this is like where the article starts. If that makes sense. Yes, this is you making things better after something has not worked out here, right? We have that failure, we have that completion, but you are making things better. It's also a card of meditation, of going inside to find answers. And it's Aquarian, so Aquarians they kind of just do whatever they want. They don't let anybody stop them. So good on you, Sagittarius. You're going to find your answers, and you're going to make whatever it is that's not working out for you work for you. And that's it. That's the reading. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, if you did, give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel here, please subscribe to help it grow into a nice, big, healthy channel. I hope you have a really good holiday season, and until next time, Sagittarius, sayonara. Don't gang on you. Take it real easy, okay? Bye-bye.